Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Zharifah binti Asbi with Metric ADMA 18174. So I would like to present our assessment 3 of critical thinking through literature review, which is pop culture, which is techno music. For the table of contents, they have background information, proponents or prominence figure, influences or impact on society, and lastly is an example of techno music. So for the background information, I would like to present origins and chronology or evolution and instrument use for this techno artist. And for techno origins came out from Detroit at 1980s as underground dance music and subculture, and it traces its roots to German electropop acts such as Kraftwerk, but the genre distinguished itself in American cities like New York, Detroit, and Chicago. So it came from the melding of black style, which is Chicago house, funk, electro, and electric jazz electronic genres. Next, how techno evolves. Firstly is early days, which is around 1970s to 1980s. It grew out of European electronic music, which is influences by Germany, Kraftwerk and Tangerine Dream, Belgium, CJ's Bolin, and it is used electronic synthesizers. And secondly is emergence of Detroit techno. On late 1980s, Believe Tree was formed, and it is used many of the same electronic instruments favored by European dance group.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Nofilsallehudden bin Salleh and I will present more from what Zharifah has presented just now. So I will explain more on how techno evolves. So in 1989, a song, a title Matt, is produced by Mike Banks, Jeff Mills and Robert Hood. And after that, techno expands to New York, Chicago and also Berlin. And also for techno today, many subgenres of techno evolve, such as acid techno, house techno, rave, EDM, and hardcore technos. And these kind of techno genres also being played in lots of music festivals in world's famous music festivals such as Ultra Music Festival, Tomorrowland Music Festival, EDC, Electric Daisy Carnival, and many more. So to proceed, these are the instruments used by most of the DJs, such as the synthesizer, sequencers, and also drum machines that are available. And these are installed on the mixtable that the DJs played for the songs, for the techno songs. And also, we also have some notable artists which involved in techno songs such as Emily Lenz, Charlotte DeWitt, Adam Beyer, Carl Cox, Nina Kravis. We also have Green Velvet, Richie Houghton, and many more. So that's all for the parts of introduction about how techno evolves and the brief history about techno.
Okay, our second part for the second part is proponents and prominent figures, which is research and create biographies of two artists of the techno music, and the comparison and contrast of the two artists. The two artists that we select is Carl Cox and Charlotte DeWitt. Carl Cox is a British DJ and has served as a monthly DJ for BBC Radio, First Essential Mix. He has hosted a residency known as Music is Revolution every summer season at the Space Ibiza nightclub from 2001 to 2016. And he has featured his own Carl Cox and Friends stage at many festivals such as Ultra Music Festival and the BPM Festival, and lastly is Tomorrowland. So for the artist comparison, I will explain more on Carl Cox. Cox was born in Manchester in 1962. The two parents are originally from Barbados, and it began DJing family get-togethers at the age of 8, selecting records from his parents' stack of soul for 45 seconds. And the instrument mostly used in the composition by Carl Cox is Play Differently model, one DJ mixer, Tractor Pro software, CDJ 2000 and S2S, and also a pair of these naturally. And lastly is RME Firefest UC sound card. So this is the figure of the instrument that used in the composition by Carl Cox. And for the background that I think may have influence on how they compose their work is he is known as three-deck wizard because after he began dropping tracks on a third turntable, which was originally meant as a spare. So for the influences and impact on the society, Carl Cox, they have so this was by It's Everything, which is other DJs, friends with Carl Cox. He said that there was a rumor that he didn't take a fee because he let the people of Bristol down, an urban myth that we all speculate on the after parties. And I've seen ask him if he remember the night, and he did, and he didn't take the fee, and that is such a legend. And we can never forget how privileged we are to do this for a living. So when you're not done everything right, that's how you should behave. And it is also said that no one says a bad word about him. Why? Because he sound and nice to people. When you're a nice guy, people want to rebook you, hang out with you, and make your life enjoyable. And amazingly, when you are away from your family and close friends for weeks or months on tour, that is how Carl Cox behaves. And 30 years at the top is a testament to why it is the best way to behave.
Okay, just now Zharifah has explained the details, the biography about Carl Cox, and now I want to explain another one artist that involves also in techno is a female DJ named Charlotte David. So Charlotte David is a Belgian DJ actually, and is a record producer, best known for her dub and streetback band Minimal Techno. I mean, the genres of techno, the type of technos that the DJs brought into her playset, and also she has previously performed under the alias Raving Josh, which means before she used her real name, he used a pseudonym named Raving George. She also has a recording label KNT XT. So for the comparison, David was born in Belgium in 1982, which is the place where the techno was born. So she started to explore the underground nightclub scene, where she was fall in love with electronic music. And 2010, she started DJing, mainly playing electro music, production. So her production work commenced about 2 years after that. Then she evolved her music taste into technos. So the instrument that Charlotte David used mainly is a turntable, mixtable is Pioneer RMX 1000 remix station combined with CDJ, which is installed in the laptops. Also, for the instrument used, yes, as I mentioned just now, this is the turntables that most of the DJ use, and you can see there is the synthesizer that installed up above the turntables. And also for the backgrounds, actually, some of the fans and other DJs considered Charlotte David as a queen of technos because of the uniqueness that Charlotte David bring the songs to the fans. And also Charlotte David present her playset to a darker, more straightforward brand of techno. And also, as I mentioned just now, she decided to drop her pseudonym and go by her real name, Charlotte David, so that there is no misleading pseudonym that the fans will understand. So, for the influences that Charlotte David impact give to the society, she start playing DJ from her family. Her dad works for EMI, and also her family support her ambition more. So from that we can conclude that a parent's influence also helps the DJ to perform more to perform more on how some of the DJs want to evolve to make her reputation, him or herself, to become a great DJ. So for me, influences for family supports from them is very important, and this will become a factor that the background itself becomes a factor for the DJs to evolve themselves to become a great DJ. Examples of techno music that the two DJs, Carl Cox and Charlotte David, has brought, they bring different kinds of technos. As you can see, as you can hear after this, Carl Cox brings some more calmer songs, calmer beats, long repetitive beats, while Charlotte David brings a more solid and dark beat, long repetitive beats. So let's hear this. So this from Carl Cox. So here is here. Okay, so let's hear Charlotte David songs. So these are the clips that we take from Tomorrowland, which one of the biggest music festivals in the world. So let's hear them out. So that's all for their songs that they bring for their mixed playlist. So for the references, these are the references that we use for the articles. As you can see here, these are the 5 articles that we use, and also for the electronic source, these are 2 YouTube links that we use for the presentation. From that, we end our presentations for this assessment. Thank you very much.